Hey everyone, check this out. In the Omaha World Herald that came out on March 27th, the Omaha Chamber of Commerce came out with a vision for the next 20 years and what they believe is should happen to really revitalize the urban core here in Omaha. And it all hinges on one thing. So let's go ahead and go through that together. Now, the question that you probably have is, what the heck is the urban core? Well, this right here is what they determine as the urban core from 48th Street all the way to 35th Street and Council Bluffs from on the north side, Cummings Street, down to Leavenworth on the south side. What I found what is interesting is it also includes portions of Council Bluffs. And Council Bluffs honestly is really excited about the vision that the Chamber has put together and is completely behind it because it will also help revitalize on the other side of the river, which is really, really attractive. Now, this article in the World Herald came off the heels of the announcement of Mutual of Omaha pursuing a downtown Omaha headquarters that came out on January 26th. They actually indicated right here that they're going to be building a tower right over the library that's located right here. And honestly, we need it because if you take a look at our skyline right here, it's pretty sad. We definitely need some works. Thanks, First National. Thank you, Woodman Tower, for your skyline. We got basically a half of an inch above the horizon for Woodland Tower. We definitely need some help in this category. Here's a pretty rendering of the Mutual Omaha building that they're building, and as you can see, it's taller because I'm telling you what, if you're going to build a tower, you might as well make sure it's bigger than the other one. Now, right to the north of the tower and where Mutual of Omaha is going to be building that building, there is this plot of land right here that has garnered a lot of interest from national and international interest from developers. So we potentially could see a third tower or skyscraper go up right here. Now, the Chamber of Commerce came out with this article and basically outlined 11 different things that they see should happen over the next 20 years that will really revitalize the urban core. And they indicated here in the article that they believe it's imperative for this to happen in the region if we want to attract more competitive workers that will drive the economic growth here for decades to come. Project number one is Project Next. This is Saddle Creek redevelopment site. This is right here on Saddle Creek, and they're looking to redevelop this portion on the west side of Saddle Creek. And then number two is they want to build a lid over Saddle Creek that will connect it from the west to the east side existing UNMC facilities. Here's a rendering of what the lid potentially could look like over Saddle Creek with a lot of green space on top, walking space, outdoor seating areas, which would be really cool. Actually, this is really not oriented correctly, but this is just to give you an idea. Number three is the library and first block redevelopment. Now, what they indicated here is that obviously this library right here is going away. The tower is going in right here, but this plot of land, obviously, as you can tell with nothing on it, is prime real estate for redevelopment, and it's right in the heart of what they're planning on doing right here. Now, number four is the streetcar. This is the crux to everything. As I said that it hinged on one thing, in the article they talked about how if this rail car doesn't go in, it could affect all of these 11 different projects they have in mind, because the rail car, it's amazing to think about that one small thing could really affect the whole redevelopment of this area. It's really spurred on the excitement of what's going on in downtown right now. This rail system is supposed to be about 5.5 miles. I actually tracked it out myself, and it comes out to be about 5.78 miles. It goes into the Blackstone district through Midtown all the way to downtown and the Riverside redevelopment. And as we will go into number 9 and 10, they want to take this rail even further across the river with a pedestrian bridge and a streetcar to really connect the redevelopment that they want to see on the Council Bluff side as well. Number 5 is the Civic Center site redevelopment. Several years ago, they actually tore down the building on this lot right here, and it's currently owned by the Civic Corner, which has plans for it to put around 20 to 25 townhouses as well as 400 units for housing, both market rates rates and affordable values, which is going to really bring in a lot of people into this part of town. Number 6 is the I-480 lid. This is similar to the Saddle Creek lid that they want to put over the street, but they want to put this over I-80. As you can see right here, we have 3 roads that cross 480 right here that connects Midtown to downtown to the east, and they want to make this green space right here, and then this whole area right here can be redeveloped. In the original picture on the article in the Omaha World Herald, they gave us a rendering right here of what that could look like with all of the redevelopment around it right next to Mutual of Omaha. Number 7 is 19th and 20th Street ramp removals. This ramp right here actually supported the Civic Center, which is currently removed, and it's sitting on 1, 2, and a parking lot for 3 lots that definitely could redevelop. And that leads us into number 8. The same thing. We have 3 ramps right here that were intended for an expressway that never got approved, and now is covering a lot of green space sitting right to the north of Midtown and to the west of downtown. And what they want to do with this lid over 480 could really be prime real estate for housing. Number 9 and 10, we talked about that with the redevelopment of the park right here, the golf course right here, and putting in a bridge and a streetcar system right here. That's going to really bring together Council Bluffs into what's going on in the urban core redevelopment here. And then number 11, they want to make and retrofit I-480 freeway for this portion right here from about, what street is that? 24th Street down to about 15th Street. They want to remove the raised highway right here and put it on the ground. If they do this and put it on the ground, it really gives us access to what's happening in the downtown area, to what's going on the north side of downtown, which we have the Charles Schwab Field for the College World Series for baseball, and we already talked about the Civic Center that was removed, and there are going to be 400 units right here. So by removing this highway, it really creates this barrier from what's going on the north side of the highway. In addition to that, this highway is covering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6 plots of real estate that you could put housing, you could put mixed use property, and it's really going to enhance what's going on in the downtown area. Now, all of this redevelopment is going to increase values in the Omaha metro area, and it could increase your home value. And if you want to actually keep track of your own home's value and the equity that you're getting in your home, and as we're going to see here in a second, we're seeing 15% increases from just a month ago. Crazy to think about it, but check out the link down in the description to HomeBot, which is a free home tracking resource where it tracks your home's equity. You can tweak the numbers based on bedrooms, updates. It gives you options for refinancing. Really, really cool, completely free resource for you guys. So check that link out in the description, and let's go ahead and check out some of these numbers for real estate in the past month. Okay guys, starting off right here, closed prices for the month of March. The median closed price, 15% increase year over year from 2021 to 2022. You see the 14.8% from 2020 to 2021. Right there, my friends, is a 30% increase in home values in 2 years. Based on $200,000, that is a $60,000 increase in home prices. That's $90,000 increase in home prices based on a $300,000 home. This is absolutely mind-blowing. And this right here is what's driving all of this. March new listings, they're down from a year ago by 13%. We need more listings, and if we don't get more listings, it could potentially continue to drive home prices up. We saw an increase in homes for sale from March from a year ago by 2.2%. That's a nominal increase, so it really doesn't mean much. Pending home sales are actually down 11.2% from a year ago. This really has to do with low inventory, people. If we don't have the inventory, we're going to have fewer homes that are sold. It's not because of any other factor other than we don't have homes for sale. I like to show this one. It's the March median days on market, and we got, boom, a whopping 2. Cost per square foot went up 14.6%, obviously right in line with that 15% number that we saw for closed prices. Now, I always like to show this graph every single time. This is the median closed price by construction. The red represents previously owned. The green represents brand new construction homes, and you can see we saw an increase from February of this year to March by 18,000 for new construction. But when we look at the price per square foot, this is what's interesting. The cost for a new home is $257 per square foot. For previously owned, $187 a square foot. As you can see, the difference between existing and new construction is huge. Existing homes is by far the better deal for you to buy a home that's existing. So buy a home that's 7 years old. You're going to get a better deal than buying a brand new home. However, those homes are probably far and few between because there's so many buyers out there trying to get these lower priced homes that if you have the ability to afford a higher priced home, you may be better off. Buying a brand new home may be the better option if you're coming from out of state. So guys, if you like videos like this, please consider subscribing. Like the video if you liked it. If you want to see more of this, guys, I appreciate you all, love you all, and look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care.